I'm not sure what made me want to paint first of all. I've just always done it. I've always been interested in colour and playing around with pens and pencils and paint. I think both of my parents have been interested in art and they drew and painted, but I don't remember them really doing that when I was very young. I just think it's something that I've just always wanted, and now I find that I can't really live without it, to be honest. My style of painting varies quite a lot actually. The main things that come through all the time are colour. Colour is very important to me and it cheers me up. Lots of colours have different effects on how I feel. There are some days when I really need to do big bold paintings and just throw the paint around, and there are some days when I'm much more fascinated in quite meticulous paintings. I somehow have always been interested in dots. There's something about mosaics or putting dots together, and so that's a very long, slow, painstaking process, and I notice that I'm in a different mood when I want to do each style of painting. The subjects that really inspire me, I think a lot of it's landscape. It's nature particularly, and I seem to be more and more drawn to landscapes, sometimes quite extreme landscapes. I was particularly inspired by my first visit to Australia several years ago, where I saw some of the styles of Australian Indigenous painting, which is built up with dots, and how they use that to create an effect. I'm trying to use the dots and the symbols in a slightly different way. At the moment, they're buried underneath the landscapes, so I'm painting what may be classed as fairly traditional landscapes in a Western sense, but underneath them are the symbols and patterns that the Australian Indigenous painters use. I do get a lot of very nice, very positive responses, particularly the colourful ones. I think everybody responds to colours, so it's obviously a personal choice. There are some colours that some people like. Yeah, I think there's different responses, but usually quite positive.